Hey guys, it's me Sam, and today I'm going to be doing my June favourites vlog. I'm going to apologise for the skanky mess that you see before you. Unfortunately, I seem to have developed a cold. My daughter decided that she wanted to share a scabby germs with me, and so she did. I feel absolutely shite, to be honest, guys, but I did say I was going to get this done, so here I am doing so. As usual, there were 15 things I would have liked throughout the month of June, and we're going to begin with number one, which was what was my favourite nail varnish. And it's this one from Avon. It is part of their Speed Dry range, so it takes literally less than 60 seconds to dry on your nails. As you can see, it's an extremely fun, vibrant colour, perfect for summer. Well, that's if we were to get one. And it's called Lime Splatter. This lasted all week with no chipping whatsoever. I think I paid around £4 for it. At number two, what was my favourite hair product to use in June? And this was this hair dye from John Frieda. It is their foam coverage hair dye in blue black, and I paid £5 for this from my local Savers. And the reason why it's my favourite for June is because it did not turn my forehead blue. I seem to, no matter what, whether I use Vaseline or not, I always get hair dye on my forehead, or usually around this area, and it did not happen with this. This hair dye, I have to admit, was very different to my usual one. Normally when you mix your hair dye together with the developer and whatnot, you have to shake the bottle. With this, you have to like tilt it and it mixes itself. And because it's a foam hair dye instead of like a normal liquidy kind of style one, you get given this bottle with obviously it's all been developed in, and instead of like squeezing, well no, instead of pumping it or just squirting it on, you have to like pump the bottle itself, and it's just weird, but a good weird. So I think I would definitely be buying this again. And number three, what was my favourite handbag to use in June? It's this one from Cath Kidston. This was originally Jessica's, but I pinched it off her. So I have absolutely no idea how much it would have cost whoever bought it for her. However, I have to admit, yesterday we did pop into Cath Kidston while we were up in Birmingham. So I got a slight or rough idea of how much the handbags are. They're not cheap, let's just say that much. So I'm going to hazard a guess and say this probably would have retailed originally for about £60 to £70. I mean, I've seen ones quite similar in the sale bit in there yesterday, and they were selling for about 30 quid, so yeah, definitely not cheap handbags. As you can see, it's large enough for me to carry my everyday essentials for work, and it's just really pretty and flowery and nice for the sun. At number four, what were my favourite shoes to wear in June? It's these black sandals here. I bought these last year from Asda for around £12 I believe, but it was towards the end of summer, so I think I wore them about twice, and then I had to put them away because the weather just went shitty after that. Obviously I've got them back out now to wear this summer instead, and I have literally been wearing them near enough every single day in June. I like wearing them with my black skinnies or skirt or dress, and they're comfortable enough for me to be able to walk to work in, as I've already stated. And the only thing they're not good for is keeping my feet dry when it randomly pours down with rain. At number five, what was my favourite accessory to wear in June? And it was these sunglasses here that I picked up from local Asda for £3. These have been very useful, especially first thing in the morning when I've got the sun blinding me in the eyes and I need to keep the wrinkles at bay. So I normally chuck these on and walk into work, and I just liked the style of them, hence why I went for them. I won't say they're the best sunglasses in the world because they're not. They're quite cheap and plasticky feeling, but the main thing is they protect my eyes from the sun. And number six, what was my favourite clothing item to wear in June? And it was this turquoise jacket here. I have had this now literally for years, and I think I originally found it in a charity shop. I have no idea how much I paid for it, but I just Love the colour, and it's still as vibrant as it was when I first bought it, whenever that was. I just like to wear this into the office. It brightens up what I'm wearing, brightens up the office full stop, and it's just, once again, perfect for the summer. And number 7, what was my favourite foundation to wear in June? And it is this one from Maybelline. It is a Superstay 24-hour foundation in the shade Ivory, because it's just pale, simple as that. I paid around £7 for this, as it was part of a buy one get one half price deal in Boots. It really works. Definitely can 100% say that this foundation really does work. And as I came to find out by complete and utter pure fluke, and, or as I like to think, my own laziness one morning, this works even better if you don't prime your face. It just stays put all day, and when it comes to removing it at the end of the day, it's there. It's still on your face, giving you the coverage that you need. At number 8, what was my favourite blusher to wear in June? And it's this cheap ass brownie pink blusher here, and I've had for many years now. I can't even read on the back anymore. It's completely faded away, so I don't know who it's from, where it came from, or anything like that. All I know is I've had it for years. I, for some reason, decided to start using it again throughout June. It gives me a nice contoured look to my cheekbones, as well as adding a little bit of colour to my cheeks without having to use both products. Sometimes I like to go for a nice natural look in the office, but at the same time I still like to get behind my cheekbones. So that's the reason why I've been using that. At number 9, what was my favourite lip product? And it is this lipstick here for Lancome. I think it's in the shade Hype Hippie Brown. From what I recall, I can only just about make it out on the bottom. But as you can see, it's very deep dark red, and I literally forgot that I had this lipstick. And because I've been staying away from really dark colours on my lips lately, I just haven't really had it come into my mind. But I used it the other day, and then I remembered just how much I love this shade. So I probably will be wearing this a lot more than I have been recently. At number 10, what was my favourite mascara? It's my good old faithful Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. I absolutely adore this mascara, and for ages and ages I was wearing it all the time until I decided I need to give it a break and use some of the other mascaras up that I've also got. This is perfect for when I want to create a cat eye look to my eyes. It has very strong power in lasting all day, well most of the day, unless, well I wore it this morning, but I seem to have rubbed it off my eyes because I feel rubbish and I just thought, and I just couldn't be bothered. But yeah, back onto using this again and loving it as much as I did before. At number 11, what was my favourite body product? I haven't actually got one for June. So there was a good few that I did use. To be honest, I can't decide which one was my favourite. At number 12, what was my favourite perfume or body spray to wear in June? And it is my Intimately Beckham by Victoria Beckham. This will always be a firm favourite of mine. I absolutely adore the scent. I love the packaging. As you can see, I'm still being anal as always and keeping everything in the boxes. But that's what the actual perfume bottle looks itself out of there. It's very delicate, very girly, very just not plain or boring. It's just very simple. Simplicity at its best, I guess you could say. But I bum this perfume. At number 13, what was my favourite face product to use in June? And it is two products. They are both from the company L'Oreal, and they are face moisturisers. This is my day moisturiser, and this one is my night moisturiser. And I firmly believe that by using these, and it hasn't just been through June, obviously I've been using them for the last 3, maybe 4 months. I honestly think they've knocked years off me. Maybe I'm being big-headed, I'm not sure. Not that you can tell today because I look so dog rough, but I honestly believe that they have done a lot to firm my face reduce wrinkles and increase collagen in my skin as well. And I just think by using these, I'm definitely a more youthful complexion than I did beforehand. At number 14, what was my favourite shower gel or bubble bath to use in June? It's this one from Imperial Leather. It's the lavender and jasmine shower gel. I absolutely love using this, especially before I go to bed. It's really relaxing. The scent just chills you out completely. So much so that I normally like to go to bed quite shortly after using it. And finally, at number 15, what was my favourite food or drink to eat or slurp on throughout June? And it's these sweets that Jess brought back from Parma, which is where she went on holiday. They are called caramels they are called caramelis Mallorca. And you're thinking, hang on, Sam, you're meant to be on a diet. Why are you waving a big bag of sweets on our faces? This is because, weirdly enough, these are incredibly low in calories. So I can have about 6 of these and I've only consumed 46 calories. There's more juice in them than sugars as well. So I can nom on these as much as I want. So there you go, guys, that was my June favourites. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, as always, please do feel free to leave your questions down below in the comments boxes. And I'm now going to go and do one because my throat feels like it's completely on fire, so I need to have a quick slurp of my tea. Instead I'm just drinking bog standard Tetley tea bags. Or I do like a cup of tea now and then, which is really weird, me hearing myself saying that, but yeah, it's just bog standard cup of tea. And that's it. Back to work tomorrow. Hopefully I'll feel a lot better than I have today. But I will hopefully be back throughout next week with more vlogs for you. And that's it. You take care. I'll see you soon. I'm off to die. Bye now.